Hello friends, I just finished the chapter 4 and now let's go ahead to chapter 5 of 1st Samuel. So previously we just read about the fact that Israelites in chapter 4 lost the battle and lost the Ark of the Covenant, and Eli's sons Hophni and Phinehas died, and Eli hearing the news that the ark was captured, even though his son died as well in the war, in this battlefield. It didn't like sudden him, or it didn't didn't cause him to get surprised. But the fact that ark was captured, that he fell from a chair and died, and his daughter-in-law Phinehas' wife was with child, and she, by hearing the news that the ark was captured, she died as well from okay, let me just invite Susan as well, my friend. She gave birth to a child, naming her Ichabod, and which means no glory, no mirth, no glory. Was it no glory? Ichabod, no glory, yeah. And she died then. So let's read what happened in chapter 5, and it says, like the title here says, the Philistines and the Ark. So let's see what happens with the Ark in the Philistines. So then the Philistines took the Ark of God and brought it from the Ebenezer to Ashdod. So that's one of their cities. And when the Philistines took the Ark of God, they brought it into the house of Dagon, and set it by Dagon. So the Dagon was their one of their gods. Here it says, Dagon, the chief god of Philistines, was taught to control the weather and the fertility of the land. This god appears to be Philistines' adaptation of the Canaanite god Baal, who is sometimes referred to in ancient literature as the son of Dagon. So Baal was son of Dagon. Philistines was an important grain producing region. The worship of Dagon was thought to ensure a good crop. So Dagon was a half fish, half human, like a god. Okay, let's read what it says. They brought the Ark of Covenant next to the Dagon. Where is it? And when the people of Ashdod arose early in the morning, there was Dagon fallen on its face onto the earth before the ark of the Lord. Oh my God, can you imagine? Like the next day they found out that they're half fish, half God, half man. God just has fallen. Oh my God, in front of the Lord. Oh my God, it feels that like, oh my, their gods were worshipping the Lord. So they took the gun and set it in its place again. And when they arose early in the next morning, there was the gun fallen on its face to the ground before the ark of the Lord. Again, same thing again. So it's the same thing. It's not people, it's just God. I feel like the gun God, whatever it is, it just couldn't stand like straight in front of God. It just like he had to bow down to God. The head of the gun and the both of the palms. Okay, so there was fallen face ground before the ark of the Lord. The head of the Dagon and both the palms of its hands were broken off on the threshold. Only Dagon's torso was left of it. So that hand, like that had like human hands, and the head head part of it was pretty much like cut off, and only the torso was made. Like, was it the torso? Torso was left of it, so only the torso, that fish part was left, the human part of it was broken. Therefore neither the priest of Dagon nor any who came into Dagon's house tread on the threshold of Dagon and Ashdod to this day. So here, let's see what it says here. Twice the idol of Dagon fell prostrate before the ark, as it worshipping the Israelites' God. The second time the head and hands were broken off. This was recorded in order to demonstrate the foolishness of worshipping an impotent God. The destruction of Dagon's idol resulted in the foolish Philistines' custom of stepping over the threshold of Dagon's temple. Apparently the threshold came to be regarded as taboo because of its contrast with Dagon's head and hands. Okay, so that's the part of this Dagon part. So let's see what else happened to the Philistines. But the hands of the Lord were heavy on the people of Ashdod, and he ravaged them and struck them with tumors, both Ashdod and its territory. Oh my God! So everyone, because they were there, they captured God of Israelites. God was furious, and it gave tumors and to everyone in the territory. And then when men of Ashdod saw how it was, they said, "The ark of the God of Israel must not remain with us, for his hand is harsh towards us, and Dagon our God." Therefore they gathered to themselves all the lords of Philistines, and said, "What shall we do with the ark of God of Israel?" So here it says the Hebrew word translated tumors literally means swellings, and may refer to any kind of tumor, swelling or boil. The lords referred to the rulers of the 5 cities of Philistines. So Philistines had 5 cities. Remember, I wrote all these 5 cities before. So they were Ashkelon, Ashdod, Ekron, Gath, and Gaza. So 5 cities. So first they brought to Ashdod, and everyone there got these tumors. And the people, they said, okay, let's gather all our lords and see what they would say, what we should do with this Ark of Covenant. Okay. So the rulers of 5 cities, Philistia, to free themselves from the plague associated with the presence of the Israelite Ark, they sent the Ark to Gath, and one of those 5 cities. And okay, so since they gathered everyone, they said, okay, this God this Israelite God is dangerous for us. They really they realized that it's a real God, and it has real power. And here they answered, let the ark of the God of Israel be carried away to Gath. So they carried the ark of the God of Israel away. So it was after they had carried it away that the hand of the Lord was against the city with a very great destruction, and he struck the men of the city, both small and great. The tumors broke out of them on them. Okay, so now it's in Gath. They took the ark to Gath, and everyone got tumors there now. So everyone got tumors. Wherever the ark goes, it brings tumors, because it's not supposed to be with other nations. It has to be with Israelites. Therefore they sent the ark of God to Ekron. Now Ekron. Let's see, Ekron is one of their cities as well. So therefore they sent the ark of God to Ekron. So it was the ark of God came to Ekron, that the Ekronites cried out, saying, "They have brought the ark of the God of Israel to us, to kill us and our people." So they sent and gathered together all the lords of Philistines, and said, "Send away the ark of God of Israel, and let it go back to its own place, so that it does not kill us and our people. For there was a deadly destruction throughout all the city, and the hand of God was very heavy there. And the men who did not die were stricken with the tumors, and the cry of the city went up to heavens. What it says here. So the ark was sent to Ekron, about 6 miles north to Gath. To kill us means having heard the plague associated with the ark. The citizens of Ekron were less than enthusiastic about receiving the Israelites' war trophy in their city. They knew that like this, that was pretty much the end of the chapter 5. So well, let's see what we understand here. So it's you understand that it's like made of gold. This Ark of Covenant was made of gold, and they assume, oh my God, we got this gold. Oh, their God is with me. We captured this God, and now they're getting all these tumors, all this death, all these destructions, and these disasters to their head. And they're sending from one city to another city to get rid of the ark, but pretty much the ark is within the Philistines, like with the Philistines, so it's not going anywhere else. It's there within their cities, and all the cities that the ark goes, it's pretty much everywhere they get this these tumors and even or die, and so they are realized that the God, this God is a powerful God, and even their God, this Dagon God, that just fell and broke their arm, broke a head and arm, and but they didn't want to keep that God. They were scared of that God. I don't know. I feel like they believed in that God, but in real God. But at the same time, they were scared of that God, knowing that, feeling that it's not their God, it's someone else's God, it's Israel's God. And I don't know, like if they decide to believe God, how it would work. Like, you know, like I didn't came across yet. I don't know, maybe I will in some point. As of right now, I didn't come to any point when like some other like people, except in Christianity, New Testament, the Old Testament, someone else started to believe in our real God, our God. And maybe I will, since I'm just starting reading Bible. I don't know, guys, so don't take my words like it. Maybe there is in a part somewhere in the Bible that other nations in the Old Testament believed in God and believed in our God, and but I felt like it was more of a Israel's God, and even the people, even the old other nations. Oh, sorry. Had the fear towards God, knowing, remember that in a war when they, oh, woe to us, because this is the God who brought plague to the Egyptians. So they knew that's a real God. They knew that it's a scary God for them, but they didn't took a leap of faith or change their, like, after their Dagon God died, fell in front of the real God. They didn't decide to, okay, let's change our faith and believe in this God, and they decided to get rid of this Ark of Covenant, and that's what we have here. So it's pretty much the Ark brought so much disaster for them, so they didn't enjoy this new war trophy that they got. Let's see what it happened in next chapters. What will be the next the journey of the Ark of Covenant in the next chapters. And thank you so much for watching me, guys. Don't forget to like and follow my page, and I will also post this in my YouTube channel. if you are new to like me, I like to Bible. I know I started in a weird space, weird place. I started from First Samuel chapter 1, and now we were in chapter 5, and we'll be in chapter 6 next time. And make sure to follow, and if you're again new to Christianity, new to interested in knowing more Bible, because it's really hard to read the Bible, you know, if you don't understand each. Like it brought me to tears every time when I would like I would yawn and like cry out when I would take the Bible. So I had to pray a lot and rebuke the devil to be able to read the Bible. So if you're in a stage that you want to try out, you want to start reading, or you already know the Bible but like you're interested about what this passage means, or have some insight and you would like to share it with us, please make sure to comment below and have questions, or maybe my point of view is not the right point of view and you have more specific like corrections, make sure to comment out those as well. So this is a learning channel. It's for us, for me to learn, and I'm pretty much recording my studies of the Bible, and if it helps me, because before doing this life I have to read and understand and do research and then share it with you guys, and that's how it helps me to understand. And yeah, I'm yawning again. Oh, it's a struggle, but I'm working on it. So that's about it for today, guys. Make sure to share, like, and look me up in YouTube as well. It's the same thing. The Study to Know God channel in YouTube as well. And the same thing, I will post it there. If you're more comfortable in doing in YouTube, then that will be a choice for you. And thank you so much. See you next time with the chapter 6 of 1 Samuel. Bye bye.